Yo, what up guys, OPTCG here, back at it again with a deck profile video. So today we're gonna do none other than Monkey D. Luffy, the new one, purple OP05, just released yesterday, as in today. Finally got it for my first anniversary locals. But yeah, activate main, once per turn you may add one card from the top of your life to your hand. If you have 0 or 3 or more Dawn cards on your field, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as that is active. So it's basically like a small Whitebeard, but instead of having the attack power, you just ramp up. Insane, you get, of course, a free draw from your life, so you have a big hand size, and you just ramp up. But yeah, let's go right into the deck profile. I'll put you just behind me. So for our 4 costs, we play a lot of 4 costs, obviously. For our 4 costs, we play 4 times ulti. This is your 2k counter, but also we play the target for ulti, that is of course the page 1. So your perfect combo is using this when you're going first. You have 3 dons, use your leader ability, you go to 4, play this, don -1, play this. So you have 2 bodies on the field and you just have a big hand size. So if you want to go white, this is the combo. You want mulligan this hand or these 2 cards against Akatsuki or some other decks that you have to go white. And if not, just play it solo or use it for the 2k counter solo. Then for our next 4 costs, we play 4 times the Miss Double Finger. This card is good, it's a 2k counter, and if you trigger it from life, you can play it. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, up to 1 Dawn card from your deck, and rest it. And trigger is Dawn -1, play this card. So if you miss bodies from the field for going lethal, because just 1 Dawn, you can swing 5. Or if you want to ramp up, you can use this for your life, and if not, 2k counter. But all the bodies, we take it, of course, that are free. For our next 4 costs, we play 4 times Khalifa. So Khalifa is here pure for the 2k counter. But also, if your hand is terrible, you can play this when attacking, Dawn -1. Draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. So if you have a clogged up hand, you have all your high cost, no counters, you can play this, hope it stays alive, depends on what you play against. And then you can just attack, use its effect, Dawn -1, and just replenish your hand. For our next 4 costs, we play 4 times Scratchman Apu. This can be any 4 cost vanilla, so if you have a preference against some other cards instead of Apu, I dislike Apu, personally, as a character. But it's still one of the best looking vanillas. You can also play Swings or some other 4 cost 6k unit like Bins or whatever, but yeah. You can also switch this with our next card, because I play 4 times of this. So if I don't open the ulti or something else on my 4 Dawn turn, I will play this. But remember, you want to go second with this deck. Against some decks you want to go first, like Sakazuki, you definitely want to go first. But against most decks you're going to want to go second. So when you're at your 4 Dawns, you can use your leader ability, you get a card, you ramp up to 5, and then play your 5 costs, or maybe attach 1 Dawn, hit for 6, and then play one of the 4 costs that you have. And like I said, you can cut Apu for more copies of Law. I only play 1 Law. I am not really a big fan of Law, of this card. It's a really good card, but yeah, against Sakazuki it's kind of useless because I have a really big hand size, so Dawn minusing for removing 2 cards from the big hand is not really worth it. If you have 7, if your opponent has 7 cards, you use this, then it's perfect because they go to 5. But if your opponent has a very big hand, it's kind of meh. But still, you can definitely boost it up if you want more blockers, but I think 1 is more than enough, because a lot of people play around this card if they see you playing purple. Now, of course, we go into the 5 costs, and here is where our deck literally shines, play-wise and alt-art-wise. You play 4 times 5 cost blocker kit. It's a 5 cost 6k 1000 counter, really good card. Your turn, once per turn, blocker. When a Dawn card is removed from the Dawn deck field, this is way too dark to read in my room. Your turn, once per turn, when a Dawn card on your field is returned to the Dawn deck, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as it's active. So whenever you minus, this will make you go plus. So basically you don't lose the Dawn, you get it back for 1 active. So you always have like an extra Dawn. You can put it to your leader, hit for 7 if you have the 7 cost kit on the field already. Or you just use it for some other place. Like if you play Queen with this, like at 10 Dons, you get 1 Dawn back. You can just hit for 6 with your leader. Really good card, and always just block the 5k attacks with this card, and always have this card on the field, because you don't want to go minus, use your leader ability to get Don back if you miss it. For our next 5 costs, we play, of course, 4 times Queen. Still one of the best blockers in the game. It's like the Khalifa, but better. It's a on-play, Don -1, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card, and it's just a big body. So if you have a lot of non-counters, just play this, replenish your hand, search for the cards you want, because this deck has no search power. Then for other 5 costs, we play 4 times Pauli. So I really like Pauli, because Pauli has a KO effect and a ramp effect, and it's just a big body. It's a 5 cost 6k, on play, rest 2 Dons, so you need 7 Dons total. You add a Don deck from your Don deck as that is active. Then if you have 8 or more, KO a 4 cost of lower. So this is really good against Lucci from Sakazuki, against a 4 cost Lucci. You can just KO it. Other cards you can KO it. So you need 7 Dons, but this card ramps, so you go to 8. You have it active, you can put onto any of your characters or on your leader. And then swing for 6. Really good card, no counter. But yeah, we play a card that makes all the counters. For our last, for our 5 costs, we also play 4 times Magellan. Magellan is really good against a lot of decks, especially yellow. If you play this back to back, you instantly win, because your opponent goes minus Dom, so they really fall behind in their ramping or in a curve. If you play 3 back to back, you will be at end game. Well, and now only has like 7 Dons. They can never play the Katakuri or the other cards that they have the high cost. Really good card, and if they try to blow it up, KO it, they go Don -2, so this is basically just a free body on the field. But against Red Purple Law, it's really hard, because they can just bottom deck it, so that effect doesn't go through. And then for our last 5 costs, we only play 2 times Fronosuke. 2k counter, but if you need a rush, this is your rush. If you have 8 or more Dons on the field, this character gains rush. So this is basically an ender if you need rush, or if you need just some attacks in to deplenish their hand or get rid of something. Play this, but you want to use for the 2k counter. Then for our 7 costs, we only play 3 times Captain Eustad's Kid, the 7 cost one. In my personal opinion, I always bricked on this card, so I put it down to 3. 3 is really a good number, because you still find it a lot. You will find it when you need it. Also, you have your leader effect, so you take life. So that's also that's like 2 cards, because you always want to use your leader ability twice. 3 times in a game is really tough. Twice is good, so you draw 2 cards, and then you just draw from your thing. And then with the Queen and with the Khalifa, you can definitely draw into this. You can boost up to 4, cut maybe some Apus, or cut Apu totally, add 3 more blocker laws and 1 more Captain Kid. Really depends on what you want to play, but I think 3 is perfect. But yeah, this makes your leader just a 6k leader, or 7k leader, or 8k leader, depending on how many you resolve on field. Really good cards. You want to play this at your 7 non-cost turn. So basically your best curve is Magellan or either 5 cost Kid. You go to 7 cost and then go to 9 cost, because we also play 4 times 9 cost Kaido. This card is really good. I used to be a Kaido main OPO1, so I play this card a lot in the deck, also with 10 cost, but yeah, 10 cost is sadly leader locked. But yeah, on play, Don -5, KO up to one of your opponent's cards with a cost 6 or less, then this character gains rush. You don't need to KO to get the rush effect, you just need to go Don -5. And of course, this is just 2 cards from the field easily gone, because you can pop the active card and then just rush into the rested card, so you can remove 2 bodies, and it's a big beater, because it's 9 cost, 10k, so yeah, good luck trying to beat over this with all your blockers. And once again, if you have the 5 cost Kid on the field, you just get a Don back, so basically it's only Don -4. You could also use a leader ability, depending on how far you are in the game with your life. In my opinion, always use your leader ability twice. And then for our last card, we play 4 times the Gum Jetling. Like I said in my previous video, Whitebeard, I am a really big fan of the 0 cost evens. Sure, you gotta go 2 cards away, but still getting a 3k counter is really good. And also trigger effect is add 1 Don from your Don deck as that's active. So basically, you just want to use all your Dons, all your 10 Dons, you want to use it. You don't want to leave anything open for Blessed Breath or something else. Just use the 0 is really good. But yeah, depending on how the format is going, I will definitely change the list. If there's a lot of blockers, I will play Sheep's Head of the Sheep's Head event. and then switch some cards up, depending really on the format, so yeah. But this is for now. I will play this in Germany, and depending on how the format is warping for Nationals in Utrecht. And for some reason, I think the cards are way thicker than they used to be, because my inner sleeve is all crooked, as you can see. I think the cards are becoming bigger and bigger. But yeah, that's it for Purple Luffy. This is going to be my main deck. As you can see, I pimped it day one. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want to see more content, subscribe. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.